These are all of the recipes in Craft a Brainrot, so that you can craft all of the Brainrots in Craft a Brainrot. So by watching this video all the way through, you then will get all of the recipes to craft all of the Brainrots. So let's get stuck right in by showing you all of the different types of recipes that you can follow to craft all of the Brainrots. Before we do get started, like the video, subscribe to my channel if there's anything that you need here. Maybe you want to get yourself cash gains, game passes, whatever you want. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and then I'll give it to you for completely free. Anyway, let's get stuck right in by showing you all of the different types of recipes and how to craft all the recipes and Craft a Brainrot. So let's just get stuck right in. You guys are going to need to follow to what I say. I'm going to tell you the recipes for each and every Brainrot. So we are now going to get stuck right in. So obviously we got recipes here. Just make sure you're listening to everything what I'm saying, and then you should be able to craft all of the different types of recipes for the Brainrots. So tralala is going to be a shark and a shoe. In order to craft cacto hippopotamo, it's going to be a shoe and a cactus. If you want to craft the pippy potato, it's going to be a shoe and a rodent. In order to craft tralaro tremala, it's going to be a cactus and a shark. If you want to craft caffini shushini, it's going to be a shark and a rodent. In order to craft pop sahor, it's going to be a cactus and a rodent. In order to craft trelamaro trelasina, it's going to be shoe, rodent, and a shark. In order to craft gangster fotara, it's going to be a shoe, cactus, and a rodent. If you want to craft trippy troppy, it's going to be shark, cactus, and a rodent. In order to craft los tralalaritos, it's going to be shoe, rodent, shark, and a cactus. In order to craft Francesco, it's going to be a tree and a shoe. In order to craft Banenta dolphinta, it's going to be a tree and a shark. In order to craft cabro spaghetti mystical, it's going to be a tree and a cactus. In order to craft boneca ambulabu, it's going to be the shoe, shark, and a tree. And in order to craft a trick tralekoritos, which is the cactus rhino right there, it's going to be a tree, shoe, and a cactus. So we now move on to the next Brainrot. The fishy barra is going to be a tree, shark, and a cactus. Antonio is going to be a tree, rodent, and a shoe. Bambino Trelamaro is actually going to be a tree, rodent, and a shark. Lianelli Cactusalelli is going to be a tree, rodent, and a cactus. Crocodile Magayani is going to be a tree, shoe, shark, and cactus. A ballerina cappuccina is going to be a tree, rodent, shark, and a shoe. Tasaho is going to be a tree, rodent, cactus, and a shoe. Dramalo Drelachina is actually going to be tree, rodent, cactus, and a shark. Orcalaro Orcala is going to be a elephant, cactus, and a shoe. Berber Papin is going to be a elephant, and it's also going to go ahead and be a tree. Los Orcalacos is going to be a elephant, rodent, cactus, and a shoe. Moving on to the next one, which is going to be Trick Track Barabum. In order to craft that, it's actually going to go ahead and be a elephant, tree, and a shoe. Ananito Jarifini is going to go ahead and be a elephant, tree, and a cactus. Odin Don Don is going to be a fruit and a shoe. The Burbalani Lolly Lolly is going to be a fruit and a shark. Trollabu Trully Banana is going to be a fruit and a rodent. The Koskazini Rhino is going to be a fruit, cactus, and a shoe. The tigerully grapefruit sonny is going to be a fruit, rodent, and a shoe. Strawberry octocini is going to be a fruit, cactus, and a shark. Raccoony melononi is going to be a fruit, rodent, and a shark. Zebra zebralali is going to be a fruit, cactus, shark, and a shoe. Carlu is going to be fruit, rodent, shark, and a shoe. Gingerbally is going to be a fruit, tree, and a shoe. Pippi kiwi is going to be a fruit, rodent, cactus, and a shoe. Pekin kun is going to be fruit, tree, and a shark. Tigerully watermelony is going to be a fruit, rodent, cactus, and a shark. Batatoso paloso is going to be a fruit tree, and it's also going to be a cactus. Rabbitully cherryully is going to be a fruit, rodent, and a tree. Coco fanto elephanto is going to be a fruit and an elephant. Cocosini mama is going to be a fruit, rodent, cactus, shark, and a shoe. Chef cadabra is going to be a fruit, tree, shark, and a shoe. Pippi Papa is going to go ahead and be a bird, and it's also going to be a shoe. Moving on to Frolly Frolla. This is going to be a bird and a cactus. Santen Zilly Trolala is going to be a fruit, elephant, shoe, and a tree. Blueberry Tatatini is going to be a fruit, elephant, tree, and a cactus. Armadillo Cockadillo is going to be a fruit, elephant, rodent, and a tree. Alessio is going to be a bird, tree, and a shoe. Checky Chicky Chukachu is going to be a bird, tree, and a cactus. Gangonzelli Trolala, the recipe for that is a fruit, elephant, tree, rodent, and a shoe. Los Alessios is going to be a bird, tree, cactus, and a shark. Strawberry elephant is going to be a fruit, elephant, tree, cactus, shark, and a shoe. Moving on to the Draculero Dracula, bird, rodent, cactus, shark, and a shoe. Los Stantinos Traleritos is going to be a bird, cactus, shoe, and a tree. Moving on to the Parocello Limoncello, it's going to be a bird and a fruit. Moving on to the Papaya Awali China, this is going to be a bird, shoe, and a fruit. Moving on to the Penguino Cocosino, the recipe for this is going to be a bird, fruit, and a shark. Brie Bricus Tuss is going to be a fruit, bird, and a cactus. P is going to go ahead and be bird, fruit, and a rodent. Sigma Boy, bird, fruit, shark, and a shoe. Salamino Penguino is going to be a bird, fruit, cactus, and a shark. Paucini Pananini is actually going to be bird, fruit, and a elephant. Moving on to Savinio Bombondino. This is going to be a iron and a shoe. Moving on to the Gambaro Sparrow. This is going to be a iron and a shark. Cravellino Cacchino is going to be a iron and a cactus. Telpa di Faro is going to be a iron and a rodent. Tocano Banano is going to be a bird, fruit, tree, cactus, and a bird. The Strawberry Flamangali is going to be a bird, fruit, rodent, cactus, shoe, and another cactus. YYY Sahor is actually going to be the following: iron and a tree. E Sahor is going to be iron, shark, and a shoe. Polu pen is a iron, cactus, and a shoe. I Sahor is actually going to go ahead and be a iron, cactus, and a shark. Elefantino Frigantaro is going to be a iron and a elephant. Coco Assassinino is going to be a bird, fruit, elephant, and a tree. Moving on to the KK Sahor. This is a iron, tree, and a shoe. AAA Sahor is going to be a iron, tree, and a shark. PPP Sahor is iron, cactus, shoe, and a shark. Echo Cavillo Virtuoso is going to be a iron, elephant, and a shoe. Ki Kaki Ko is going to be a bird, fruit, elephant, tree, and a shoe. Bulbito Bandito Tracarito is a iron, tree, shoe, and a cactus. Frigo Camelo is a iron, elephant, and a tree. Snowmanito Bandito is a fruit and a iron. Bobrito Bandito is going to be a iron, rodent, cactus, shark, and a shoe. Rhino Toasterino is a iron, fruit, and a shoe. Capybara the Bomberido is a iron, fruit, and a shark. Pharaoh Sahor is a iron, fruit, and a tree. Bombini Goshini is a iron and a bird. Moving on to the Spideribos. Gigaloritos Spiderobos is a iron, elephant, tree, and a shark. Raco Toretto Dalapensos, which is this one right here. This is going to be a iron, fruit, cactus, and a shoe. Troitron Ton Sahor is actually going to be fruit, iron, cactus, and a shark. Bombido Kokako is a bird, iron, and a shoe. Job Sahor is a monkey, rodent, and a shoe. Bambino Leaf Sahor is a monkey, elephant, rodent, cactus, and a shark. Piccion Machia is a iron, bird, shoe, and a fruit. The gorilla watermelon is a monkey, fruit, rodent, and a shark. The Tirakiaka Trililikio is a bird, iron, fruit, and a tree. Los Pinquintios is a monkey, elephant, rodent, cactus, shark, and a shoe. The Capybara Bomb Atomica is a iron, bird, fruit, shark, and a shoe. The Tang Kalentang is a iron, bird, fruit, cactus, and a shoe. The Sahor is actually going to be Sahor is a iron, bird, fruit, tree, and a shoe. Moving on to the next Brainrot, which is the Tortini. The Bombardio Tortini is a iron, bird, fruit, cactus, shark, and a shoe. The Check Triliki Chaki, which is this red one, is going to be a monkey, rodent, shark, and a shoe. Moving on to the Bombardio. The Bombardilo Anobiso is a iron, bird, cactus, and a rodent. The Skull Sahor is a monkey, rodent, cactus, and a shoe. The Orangatuni Assassinini is a monkey and a fruit. The PP Strawberry is a monkey, rodent, cactus, and a shark. The Chimpanzini Benini is a monkey, tree, rodent, and a shoe. Matteo is a monkey, tree, rodent, and a shark. Tree Sahor is a iron, bird, and a fruit. Moving on to the Chimpanzini Cocosini, which is going to be... Moving on to the Los Liriatios. This is a monkey, elephant, cactus, shark, and a shoe. The Abono Shushinono is a monkey, fruit, and a rodent. The Los Carcarelitios is a monkey, elephant, rodent, cactus, and a shoe. The Leprechauny Watermeloni is a iron, fruit, rodent, tree, and a shark. Berber Agua TTTT Sahor is a monkey, cactus, shark, and a shoe. Ballerino Lolo is a monkey, bird, cactus, shark, and a shoe. Larry Loru Lure is a monkey, bird, rodent, cactus, and a shoe. The Chimpanzini Watermeloni Kingini is a monkey, bird, rodent, cactus, and a shark. The Frappuccino Assassinino is a cheese, cactus, shark, and a shoe. Moving on to the Bambino Trallalero. This is going to be a cheese, rodent, shark, and a shoe. The Centren Lucky Nuclearini is a cheese, rodent, cactus, and a shoe. The Giftini Mananini is a monkey, iron, tree, and a shoe. TTTT Sahor is actually going to be a monkey, iron, and a fruit. The Nightmare Sahor is a monkey, iron, tree, cactus, and a shoe. The Snackoli Bellununi is going to be a cheese, fruit, elephant, and a rodent. The Spinaro Golibirio is a monkey, iron, fruit. The Spirino Golibirio is a monkey, iron, bird, and a shoe. The Transduzo Turbo 4000, monkey, iron, bird, and a fruit. Expressona Signora. This is going to be a monkey, iron, bird, fruit, and a shoe. The Trallalero Watermeloni is a crocodilo, fruit, and a shark. The Global Fratelladrillo. The Crocodilo Ananasino is a crocodilo, rodent, cactus, shark, and a shoe. The Torgatini Dragafruitini is a crocodilo, fruit, cactus, and a shark. Blueberry Octosini is a galaxy, rodent, cactus, and a shark. The Bambaclat Crococlat is a crocodilo, bird, elephant, rodent, cactus, and a shoe. The Laughinggiven combination is a cheese, monkey, rodent, bird, cactus, and a shark. NNN Sahor is actually going to be the following: galaxy and a monkey. Gurgur Baraboom is a crocodilo, cheese, cactus, and a shark. The Nucalero Dinosauro is a crocodilo, monkey, elephant, rodent, cactus, and a shark. The Centralucky Nucleareniki is actually going Ginger Sahor is a monkey, iron, tree, cactus, shoe, and cheese. Rang Ring Buzz Irang is a galaxy, cheese, monkey, cactus, shark, and a shoe. Nightmare Yanni. Gorgonzilla is a crocodilo, cheese, monkey, bird, fruit, and an elephant. Dogini Assassinini is a galaxy, cheese, monkey, rodent, and a shark. The Canaleni Dragonini is a crocodilo, cheese, monkey, rodent, cactus, and a shark. The Hippomato Marketino is a crocodilo, cheese, monkey, cactus, shark, and a shoe. The Kurkakikkur is a cow, and it's also going to be a shoe. The Malam Amor is a galaxy, crocodilo, cheese, cactus, shark, and a shoe. The Chickalaratia Bicolesiria is a galaxy, crocodilo, cheese, rodent, cactus, and a shark. The Grapus Medus is a galaxy, crocodilo, cheese, elephant, rodent, and a shark. Moving on to the Avocadonini Antolopini. This is going to be a cow, fruit, and a shoe. Magini Tankinini is a galaxy, crocodilo, cheese, elephant, cactus, and iron. The Buffalo Cactusophalo is a cow, cactus, and a shoe. Catupat Precapat is a galaxy, crocodilo, cheese, monkey, rodent, and a shark. Moving on to the Las Vacuentas Saturninitas. This is a cow, galaxy, cactus, shoe, rodent, and a tree. I'm now going to go ahead and show you some recipes, but you're literally going to have to listen to what I'm saying. So if you want to craft 6-7 is a cow, galaxy, shoe, monkey, cheese, and iron. Moving on to the La Vaca Saturita. This is a cow, galaxy, cheese, rodent, cactus, and a shoe. Moving on to the La Vaca Black Hole Goat, cow, galaxy, shoe. Moving on to the Squalo Cavallo. This is going to be the cow and the crocodilo. Moving on to the L2 Perfectini Foxini. This recipe is going to be the galaxy, crocodilo, cheese, monkey, shark, and shoe. The Yanni recipe is going to be galaxy, cheese, and bird. And if I'm going to be honest with you now, I literally went over pretty much all of the recipes that you want to get. So some of the recipes are obviously unobtainable because you do need to get it from the Christmas Lucky Block. And obviously there's other requirements such as codes. You can also get yourself a recipe by getting your Discord rewards and all of that good stuff. So other than that, I pretty much showed you how to get all of the recipes. And obviously the 2026 recipe, you can get it right over here. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that is pretty much all of the recipes and how to craft all of the brain rots. If I missed out on a recipe, let me know the recipe down in the comments and I'll pin your comment. Thank you for watching and peace out.